Hello, Indiana congregations. My name is Matt Burke. I'm the Education Director for the Center for Congregations. And with me this morning is Michael Erwin out of Evansville, Indiana. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Matt. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here. So Michael's going to be coming to Evansville talking about inspiring generosity and thriving stewardship Thursday, May 5th in Evansville. And Michael is a financial advisor, pastor, and fundraiser, so he knows his stuff about this topic and is going to be sharing a little bit about that in a luncheon again on Thursday, May 5th. So Michael, can you tell us a little bit about why this understanding or idea of year-round stewardship is an important topic for congregations?
So when I think about year-round generosity, I really set that up as opposed to either an annual pledge campaign that happens in the October-November timeframe or some in the April-May timeframe, or no pledge campaign whatsoever. Those two activities do not encourage giving as a spiritual practice. So I really want to ground this in spirituality and in the sense of how God designed us to operate within our lifetime here as well. So that's really the first part. And second to that is that some pastors and quite a few and other church leaders have a lot of difficulty talking about money in the church. They may view the issue of money as, hey, I'm begging for my salary, or it's, we're not supposed to talk about it. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. So I often do tell churches that God has no need for your money. The creator of everything that is really doesn't need you to give money, but really does need you to give your heart. And I want to move the giving conversation to the heart conversation.
So it's an understanding of thinking about finances holistically as part and parcel to the human experience. And so therefore it ought to be talked about as an element of who we are, both as physical beings, but as also as spiritual beings.
Yeah, that's another good way of saying that. I find that even in my own life and other people I talk with, money is a really funny issue that we deal with on a daily basis. We treat it very differently than almost anything else that we come into contact with. So we're nervous about talking about it. It's hard for us to understand what our responsibilities or our opportunities are in relation to our money.
Very cool. Well, that's an exciting topic. So can you talk a little bit about what participants can hope to take away from the luncheon in terms of practical next steps?
I think the biggest takeaway from this is going to be what I call the 6 core elements of year-round stewardship. So, and I'll go through those real quickly. One is that we just need to connect our giving with our values, with the values of the members of our church. And that is that where is God leading this church and discerning that in the spirit of our members and those who attend our churches. Number 2 would be for leadership to be getting back to the members about how their gifts are used. So is there faithful stewardship at the leadership level? And is the mission that was stated from the very beginning, and whatever that mission happens to be, is that being accomplished by the giving of gifts? 3 is there has to be a challenge within the church, a challenge for everyone to go farther down the road with increased giving, and how to do that appropriately within the context of someone's congregation, and what is the best way to ask. And related to that then would be the 4th, which is basically securing the commitment and stewarding the commitment. And then number 5 is, and I feel this at the core of my being, and that is to thank people who make financial gifts to our church. I think sometimes churches assume that no thanks is necessary or thanks is implied, but a very specific way or finding a very specific way to thank people who do make that commitment to, and that further encourages future commitments. And then last, we always have to add evaluation in. How is our year-round program going? How do we measure whether or not our people are going deeper into this area of discipleship? So those are some pretty practical. We're going to scratch the surface on those things and really provide some thought for discernment within the congregation, but they'll walk away with those 6 for sure and ideas of how to put them in practice.
All right. Well, it sounds like a good topic. Thank you, Michael. And once again, this is going to be on Thursday, May 5th in Evansville. The title is Inspiring Generosity and Thriving Stewardship. And so we hope that you'll come out and learn about these six pieces that you can then take home and begin to work on to think about stewardship and giving in a year-round capacity. So thanks again for your time this morning, Michael.
Okay, thank you, Matt.